This particular gentleman, first of all, epitomizes that. And his story, by the way, to me came to light during this past Olympic season. Because, you know, when we were getting our folks kitted for Paris, remember there was all of that kerfuffle about what was rendered as a perspective, what went to State House, and then what was actually showcased going down the River Seine. And Kenyans, we were thumping our chest, lest I forget, on that Friday night. You're like, damn! Oh, we is good. But we were there for a couple of weeks. Then even the Paralympics. Were you involved in that, bro?
Yes.
And even the Paralympics kid, these guys were also there as well. At the end of the day, we came out shining. But he's a young man, relatively, but he's still been in the business for a while. In fact, his designs are so unique that Macharia actually got a few. And I honestly suggest, for Saturday's purposes, you get yourself kitted out as well. He is the vision, the guru, the inspiration behind the brand Home 254. And you know what? He is in the studio today. It's all about aspiring to inspire. Our version of a TED Talk and an engaged, you know what, just mesh them together. Job Brian Gura, yes?
Jura. Jura.
Home 254, Bonajura. Welcome to, I won't forget it again. Welcome to Spice Drive. JB.
Yes.
What's your story, brother? Where's JB? Who is JB, and where did JB's journey begin in this, our great Republic of Kenya? First of all, hold on. Are you Kenyan?
Yes, fully Kenyan. I love this country. Despite everything that goes on, I still love this country.
Yes.
Yeah.
And tell us who's JB?
So which version? So there's JB, there's Job Brand, but not today. I'm coming with both of them.
I love that.
There's the fan me and there's the entrepreneur me.
Pardon, now I want to know the family guy. Where does his journey begin and when?
So this journey with Home 254, first of all, I was in JQuat. I'm an engineer by profession.
Come on, which engineer?
Electronics and computer engineer.
Good one.
So did my
these are the guys of fraud, bro.
In short, yeah?
Yeah, I did my thing at JQuat when JQuat was JQuat.
Yes.
I did my 5 years. I graduated in 2016.
Wow.
Got those shiny stuff.
Bus.
Then gave the degree to my parents because...
That's what they wanted.
In my 4th year, I felt like I don't want to do that. I wanted to be in the creative space.
Come on.
But I don't think parents believed in the creative space at that time.
There we go.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so, but... they play that card, the card that I've paid your school fees, so you decide if you want to go or not.
Yes.
So, of course, you will go.
Right.
So, in my 4th year, I had this idea. As I've said, I love this country. Right. I love this country so much, and I love fashion.
Yes.
But during that time, we could not even afford anything anything fancy. So, we used to buy mtumba, then redo them, my brother and I.
Yes.
So, since I wanted
So, this is your 4th year. This is now 2015.
No, this is 2015 now.
Yes.
Yeah, so I started this. I just wanted something to combine fashion and patriotism.
Right.
Yeah, so how do we blend? Because I used to, hate is a big word, but I'll still use it. I used to hate people who used to use the colors of the flag to make an apparel, a dress or a shirt. Okay. I felt like that's disrespecting the flag.
Come on.
So how can we make it patriotic but fashionable?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that time we only thought fashionable is, I think that time the business of printing t-shirts was just booming.
Yes.
Yeah, so... since I said I want to be creative, and I'm the guy who used to write calligraphy on people's envelopes when they were sending them in high school.
Right.
So I'm really good at calligraphy. That's how I came up with the Home 254 logo. So bringing those together, fusing the creative side of it, the love for fashion and patriotism together. So I wanted to find a word that could represent our country without saying Kenya.
Come on.
Yeah, so I thought Nyumbani, I felt like Nyumbani is too local.
Yes.
And it's too long on the chest.
Yes. And then there's a children's home.
Yeah. Then I thought home.
Yes.
Because I tried to look like home represents love, it represents all those things. Like home is just, you're my home. Home can be a person, can be a place, can be everything. So Then, so the word home was there.
Right.
Then now, how do you make it Kenyan?
Yes.
So I start trying to do sketches.
Right.
So changing the O to have the Kenyan map. Then I did a Kenyan map on the side, just to represent, not full map.
Yes.
Then I did my signature, because I like putting signatures on stuff so that people know that I own it, you know? Yeah, then that's how it started. Then I was like, now
this is in 4th year.
This is in 4th year.
And you're in campus.
I'm in campus taking engineering.
And you're there, you and your brother, you're in your room.
No, my brother now was at home. So he's the one who loved fashion. But
Right.
I used to borrow his clothes, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, because I wanted to look good.
Yeah.
I can't say I wanted to look good for the girls, because
Yes.
in JQuat there was no girls.
Yes.
So I wanted to look good for myself, you know. Yeah. So I have this idea. It's in my head. I want everyone to... So you see, that time we were like 32 people in class.
Yeah.
So I thought that if I start this, everyone in my class is going to support me and buy everything. So I figured out, Superhighway was not there, so there was that traffic. So I used to go from JQuat to town to try to get that T-shirt printed, to get my design from paper to be converted to a design that can be printed. So the guy at that hall, that it was a place in River Road, helped me to bring it to life. Then we printed it on a T-shirt.
Right.
I was happy. Then that time, remember, I'm missing my classes.
Yes.
And engineering, if you miss one class, it's like you've missed.
Right.
So my grades started. I got my first E.
Yes.
Yeah, I got my first D and my first E. It was crazy.
In the 4 years you'd been there, this is your first time.
This is my first time.
Okay.
Yeah, then I had to do, what do you call it? Supplementary.
Yes.
You know, going back to school and people already home.
Yeah,
everyone knows you failed, and you go to that board, you don't find your name. You know, JQuat used to post them there. So everyone knows you failed.
They used to do that for us as well, yes.
Yeah, so I failed once, twice, then I had to tell my parents that I failed, and I told them I don't want to go back to take engineering.
Come on.
But my dad said he wants me to be like him. He's an engineer by profession.
Yes.
I didn't feel it, but I had to go back. So I did my supplementary. Then I had to put the idea aside first. Yes. Then did my subs. Then did my exams.
Yes.
Did my 5th year, first well. Then I graduated.
Right.
We celebrated. Then from that day, I can tell you this, even if my parents are hearing, from that day till date, I've never seen my
certificate.
Yeah, once it was put in that booklet that they put and print, I gave it to them, and I don't even know where I think where they store them, under the mattress.
JB, let me ask you, because somebody is now listening, because they're like, yeah, man, this is the guy of Home 254. Did you trademark, patent, copyright that trademark immediately then?
No, I didn't even know about that.
Aha.
So, first
remember,
of all,
this is an intellectual here you're talking about. Huh?
Yes. I didn't know anything about that, because no one is educating us about that. And I know some people, that's their business. They see brands starting, then they trademark their logo, then they will sell it to them. It's a business that people do, actually.
Yes.
So people do that. Like, so, Home 254 was trademarked in 2019.
That is literally 4 years later.
Yeah, almost 4 years later, after I picked it up again, after leaving it aside. You see? Yeah, so and I trademarked it because I made a mistake. I almost made the biggest mistake ever. I didn't know anything about business.
Right.
So I met someone who is smart in business, and
they took you to school.
No, they almost took me. I almost sold my 50% shares of my company.
Okay, so let's JB talks fast.
I'm sorry.
So here you are, 2015. It's 4th year. You do the subs, then you're like, listen, okay, let's tunnel vision. Let's it's just here. The gate is, the red tape is here.
Yes.
We got to finish this 2016, we're done, dusted. There's the certificate, you give it to the folks, you're like, bye. That's 2016.
Yes.
2016, 17, 18, 19. 3 years at least.
Yeah.
Now you're focusing on the business. You have not trademarked, copyrighted the logo. Yeah. Beautiful. What are you doing in those 3 years?
So those 3 years, we were just selling, and we were not selling anything. It was like maximum 3 t-shirts a day, because I was not doing it for the money. I was doing it because I just loved it. Yeah, so if I sell one,
yes, we're happy.
Yeah, that time photo shoots were not as expensive as now. Yes. So we just go to school, Juja. We give your good friends. They take the photos. Then you sell one jumper. You are happy. Yeah, and even my first, I never forget this part.
Yes.
Your friends, the people you are in school, will not support you the way you think.
I like that.
So
no. Stop. Just one more time. The people who you thought you were friends will not support you the way you think.
Yes, they will not support you till other people start believing in you.
I like that.
Yeah. So they'll not be the first ones to believe in you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So now, are you with your brother?
Yes, I'm with.
At this point, ne?
Yes.
Okay. How do you meet? How do you meet this person and you start giving away shares? Because clearly you must have a mentor at this point, and they tell you need capital.
Yes.
That's why you start now. Let's do shareholding. Your brother's got no color. Color is money.
Yeah.
So you're like, and we're not going to go to engineer Muse for seed capital.
Yeah.
No, never.
You can't. He's waiting for you. You know, that time he's waiting for you to fail so that you can go back to practice engineering. Yeah.
But you've got an idea. You've got the passion.
Yeah.
What steps does JB take now, you and your bro, that we are going to look for capital? Where do we go and how did that come about?
So first of all, maybe people might be asking where we get. In JQuat, life is cheap, right? Okay. It's affordable. Let me say cheap.
Yeah.
So my rent used to be 2,400, and that time was when Macharia was starting.
Yes.
So I took a loan of 2,400. So Home 254 started by 4,800.
I like that.
So I bought my first T-shirt, because parents are not giving you that much money in campus because you want to do something that you can't even ask for money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I keep on selling one T-shirt, then come. The thing that kept me going, because once I was telling my friends that I want them to buy, then they were not buying.
Yes.
There's this, engineering, there were only 2 girls.
Yes.
So this one girl who saw the, I don't know what she saw. She saw the vision. Yes. That time there was no vision.
Yeah.
Then she purchased.
Are you sure she wasn't seeing you?
That time.
Yeah.
No, she's around by 32, over 32.
Yeah. But chagua ni lako baba.
No, your time come chapa vibaya. I can't even look at my TBTs then.
Okay.
Yeah, so she buys and she buys for her sister and buys for her mom.
Wow.
That made me believe like she's understanding, because everyone, when I tell people home, they think I'm getting into real estate. You see?
Yes.
So it's different. You're trying to explain to people, I'm trying to represent the country in a fashionable way. That time we were only focusing, even our tagline was elegantly patriotic. We were only focusing on Kenya.
Right.
But now we are focusing the whole world, because we saw the brand is. So, sell my 2 T-shirts, sell my 3 T-shirts per day. I'm just going back. There's no money.
Yes.
And even sometimes I wonder, what was I doing? I was going back home at around midnight.
Wow.
So it was just trying to get to people, trying to grow our socials.
Right.
For me, I usually, like, when I'm starting something, I usually take screenshots when I'm 000, so that I can see the progress. Today I've added 2, today I've added 1, today I've added...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so
Makes sense.
We do that. Then people started noticing on Facebook. That time Facebook was not for the old.
Yes.
But yes. And Instagram was still cool before. You see, that time there was not so many advertisements. Nowadays, Instagram, if you scroll, you'll see like 20. Everyone is selling something.
Right.
So it was easy for us to grow at that time. So our Instagram was growing. Then people started noticing us.
Yeah.
Then someone, that time is when Tokelezea was there. Okay. Then I always say this because Chantel changed my life.
Yes. I was trying to remember the singer. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Chantel. So Tokelezea. So Chantel DMs me. Then I see Chantel. That time she's...
Right. She's at top of the pops.
Yeah, she says, I need 3 hoodies. I'm like, Chantel needs 3 hoodies. She doesn't even know what...
Are we still in 2015 or in 2016, bro?
I can't remember the year, but it was that time that Tokelezea was hitting.
No, but you're leaving. You're now left.
You see.
Graduated.
I've already graduated. Now I'm in the streets. Like, the sun is burning.
I'm here. I'm with you.
The sun is burning. Even I was doing for people deliveries behind Roast House, because I didn't want them to know where I'm printing my hoodies. Yeah. So even Chantel, when she came, I called her in a corner, then give her the stuff.
Yes.
And they were bad. They were not that good.
Wow.
It was a red hoodie. It is stitched with black, what do you call it? Black threads.
Yes.
So you see.
But did she want it for the video or
no.
Video? No.
She was buying for someone.
All right.
Yeah, three hoodies.
Okay.
Do you know how that made me feel?
Your first celeb endorsement.
Yes. That was the first. Wow. That was the first. And it felt really good.
JV, hold up. Chantel, here's to you. Hold on. Where we at? Chantel, there you go. Okay. Yeah, so then your journey begins.
Yeah, then it started. Then the person she was buying for, okay, sometimes some names I'll not mention because, yes. So the person she was buying for wore it in a public place.
Right.
Then that's where it was seen publicly.
Now the legend begins.
Yeah, I feel like people, so, Kenyans love Kenya, by the way.
I like that.
Kenyans love Kenya.
We're
that's
patriotic.
why even we wear these bracelets.
Yes.
That's where bracelets.
Yes.
That's where. So once they saw it, then it started being
Growing,
visible.
yes.
But our great breakthrough came in 2019. I will just say, because I know 1 hour is not enough to say, maybe we'll come for part 2.
Yes.
So our greatest breakthrough, because of these small things and serving people well, so I started serving. So there's a lady called Marisa. She has been with me from the beginning till today. She still supports us. So she used to introduce me to her friends. She was what do you call this?
Sorry, JB. Marisa the name sounds foreign. Is she Kenyan?
Marisa, yeah, she's Kenyan.
Okay.
Yeah, Marisa is a street name.
Those names like like Louis, Edward, JB. But when you say Marisa,
yeah, Marisa is
Cate. Those ones you are. But then Marisa, you think? What are you thinking when you see here Marisa?
I don't know. I know Marisa actually.
She's low like you. Go on, brother.
So Marisa introduces me to the people she's doing. What do you call? Assistant. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you call it? Yeah. So she introduced me to Andrew Alovi. He was at Coke Studio.
Right.
Then Andrew loved our products. Then Coke Studio.
Yes.
They love supporting small businesses for real.
Wow.
Not just for PR, but for real. So Andrew calls me the first time I'm going to a boardroom and sitting. I don't even know how to speak business. I don't know anything. Then I see presentation. It shows us all these things. I'm just looking at graphs, red graphs, Coke. So red graphs and stuff.
Yes.
Then he says, we'll reach out in case we need hoodies.
Come on.
That time, remember, I don't even know where to get fabric. Everything I'm sourcing from another person.
This 2019.
This 2019, because we were doing for Coke Studio 2020.
Yes.
So you see, they were recording in 2019, so they can show.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was the greatest Coke
Great
Studio.
breakthrough, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we get this deal. I don't know what to do. I don't want that person who is applying me to know. These people undercut people.
Come on.
Because if they know what
That's
deal
true.
I'm doing, they will.
Kenya, my friend.
Yeah.
This Kenya.
So I didn't have fabric, but let me rewind it kidogo. Maybe you'll ask how that time I had a space. It is, I don't know, 5 by 5. It was a small space. You can't enter 2 people. Then again,
Kibanda.
I almost made another mistake.
And is this still River Road or downtown?
Yeah, no, now this one I came to Uptown. I wanted to be different.
Right.
Because everyone, I usually read about Zara model.
Yes.
So you don't stay where everyone is.
I like that.
So because everyone was in River Road, so I come to Uptown.
Yes.
So where I can do the same thing, but now in Uptown. So it already levels up the. That time it was not a brand, let's say product.
And JB is referring to Zara, the Spanish fashion house. Ne? The one I think is still one of the top 10 richest people in the world. And
yes.
Very cheap and economical. Very, very good. God.
Yeah, so I go to that place. Then I meet someone who was in JKUAT, but they already made it. So he says, those people know how to spot. Yes. Now I'm that person who knows how to spot good businesses. So he spotted us. Then he called us. So they are a group of 3 people who invest in businesses.
Wow.
So these people give me. This is not the ile ingine nimeacha bado. Unajua ingine ilikuwa story mingi na siku sipendi kuisema.
Bas. Hold on. Ile ya 50% tushawacha.
Yeah, ile tutairudia. Acha nikuje kwa hii hapa. Hii ilikuwa ngapi kubwa. This guy they give me 200k cash. 200k cash. I've never seen 200k in my life like that cash.
This 2020.
Yeah, this is
2019.
They tell me we want to, so they register the business. No, I had not registered the business. But that's the mistake we do. Tunachapa tu biashara. To register, atafanya chochote. So these people, they helped me register. So, but we didn't register with nilikuwa nimekatalia hiyo jina. So we used another name. But we wanted this to be a subsidiary for that name. Mm-hmm. So tunaenda, but siku-sign documents. You see, siku-sign nilikuwa najua tunafanya. I just delayed because I like your time.
Yeah.
But that thing helped me. So tunafanya hizo vitu zote, then akanipatia 200. Trust me, mimi nikasign hiyo kitu.
Wow.
Nikapatia 200k.
Sorry, JB. How did they know about you? They had an insider.
They were in JKUAT. So the story was published in JKUAT. I think the first story that was published was Apple JKUAT column. So they saw. And plus, I post a lot. You see, the rate at which I'm posting today is the rate I've never stopped. You see the consistency?
Yes.
I've never stopped.
Yes.
There's no day that goes that you'll not see me. Ati sasa nimechoka, ati sasa tumemake it. No. We still do the same thing we are doing back then.
Sharp.
Yeah, so I was given, I've never seen such kind of money, so it confuses me. But you know what I do with this money? I go to a Somali guy who was in River. I tell him, I want to buy machines like yours. So I bought the heat press and the cutting plotter, right? Because I don't want to keep on going to that other guy. Every time I give him, then a client knows I lose that client. That client goes to him. So I buy a plotter and then I pay that cubicle, that rent. It's so small that those two machines, you can't even enter many people.
Yes.
Then I do that. Then the deal comes. But these people knew what I was doing. If I spend that 200K, wamenifunga. Right? Because if they ask me their money back, I can't pay.
No. But for somebody's listening to you, right, JB, slow down. They give you 200K.
Yeah.
What do they want in return?
They want 50% of the company again.
Everybody wants 50% of your business.
Yeah.
You can't tell them 49.51.
No, I didn't know anything. I knew that. I didn't know anything about 49.51.
Okay.
I don't know 2080. Me knew everything was 50. Yeah. I didn't do business. So you see, and I took the money and I invested. So what do these people do? They're smart. Okay, that's what now us business people do. It's not a bad thing, but it's business, purely business. They're not playing games. They're giving you everything. So with us, we don't trade contracts. We just sign the last page. You just open and sign. So that happens. I go, I'm happy. I tell my brothers we have machines and everything. And it's, you remember that time we don't have much business?
Yes.
Then that place where I used to print, I met someone who came to print, but he was coming with ready-made garments they've made for themselves.
Yeah, they just want the print.
I told him, I asked them, like, where do you get this? Then they say they make it for themselves.
Yes.
I asked them, can you make for me? Because that other person was frustrating me. He has so many clients.
Yes.
I feel like he was the only one that time doing that business. So he has so many clients. So he doesn't take care of these people want one.
That person was frustrating you.
Yeah.
It's 2024 going to 2025. Are they still Bukonyuma River Road?
Yeah, but they recently came uptown. I hope they're not listening, my God. Don't ask me those questions.
Good. Hey, go on, JB.
Yeah, so these people show me where they make their stuff.
Right.
And these people also change. These people, when one day when I write my story, I will write about them because they changed me.
Right.
They told me, did it like this, we can help you.
Yes.
So they helped me. They start making my hoodies. Yeah, but for me, I have OCD. So I need to check the stitching.
Right.
So they take me to pipeline. I'm telling you, I'd never gone to pipeline.
Right.
Yeah, so I go to pipeline. I see very different. I see the place never dries up. Like it's just, but I don't care.
Yes.
I step in that mud, go to that place. It was a small space where there's a guy who was just stitching. And so these guys were importing fabric from China.
Yes.
Then they're stitching their own hoodies. So I wanted to understand that. So I told him one day, so these guys, they stitch for me. I start making money. I still market the same.
Yes.
I'd never stopped. So I market. Then I start making money. Then now, that Coke Studio thing comes.
Thank you. I was going to go back there. Yeah.
Coke Studio thing comes.
Yeah.
I do the meetings. I do everything.
Yes.
I talk to Marisa. Marisa preps me, talks good. Those are good words, you know, the way unahitaji mtu akushika mkono. Like literally, you need someone to hold your hand. That's why till today, I don't care. Mimi, even if someone duplicate our stuff, not our logo, our designs or anything, I don't really care.
Yes.
Let everyone try and win their own.
Right.
So we do that, then we get the deal.
Right.
So we are supposed to supply Tanzania, Uganda, Nigeria, and Kenya.
Wow.
This is Coke Studio. I don't know anything. So do you know who I go back to? That guy.
That one.
Okay,
yes. The guy who
because the one who has muscle, he has fabric, he has everything.
Yes.
So this guy, I go to him. Then this is the first time I'm taking to him that kind of order. You see? Then I have to make him understand that I will pay. Remember, I still had 200, but on the Berkshire like 90. Then for me, I don't use business money for personal things.
I like that.
So business money stays business money.
Yeah.
That's why Home 254 to date, it has never taken a loan.
Come on.
Yeah. So we are debt free.
Wow.
Like literally zero in debt.
Wow.
So I do that. He makes for me the hoodie, the sample I take to Coke Studio. They approve them.
Yes.
Then Coke Studio tells me to design for them a logo to be used for that particular 2019-2020. Remember this COVID time? Everyone is like everywhere.
Yes.
So I do it, and I do that logo, and they approve the logo. I'm telling you, that logo is good. But that time, imagine it was not paid because I didn't ask, and I don't blame them. It's me who we don't know stuff. I just gave out the logo.
You like makosa ni yangu.
Yeah, makosa ni yangu.
But no,
I just wanted.
Umenipatia hii ingine, hiyo ni bonus.
And that's where I never listen to. I know this is a very unpopular opinion. I don't believe in people who say you can't be paid by exposure. Me, I believe you can be paid paid by exposure.
I like
just
that.
the right exposure.
I like that.
You see,
that's a good one.
Like
That's a good one.
people want like us now. If you're like, if I not agreed to that,
Yes.
I will not be where I am today.
I like
you will
that.
not give people things for free.
Yes.
Yeah, people nowadays, I think like it has become like people just say it. You can't pay me by exposure. Exposure not pay my rent. If you use exposure right, it will pay your rent.
That's brilliant.
So
that's
I
a
do
good
the
take
hoodies
home right there.
Then calligraph, wear the hoodie. Everyone, these people
Yes.
harmonize, wear the hoodies. Then remember, Coke Studio allowed me to put my brand on the sleeve.
There we go.
Co-branding.
That's where it started. Yes.
Then Home 254, booms.
Let me ask
Then
you something,
Coke.
JB. Hold on.
Yeah.
When you say, because you're saying Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Nigeria.
Yes.
Now, for the uninitiated, are you just for the wasani who are lights, camera, action, ama that who goes for everyone?
We did Kenya. Then the other teams loved what we did for Kenya. Then we did for TZ. Then we did for Uganda.
Now that is.
And remember, I'm still taking fabric from that guy.
Yes,
you remember?
Yes.
Then this was almost during Christmas period. You know, Coke Studio happens during Christmas period.
Yes.
So that small room of ours cannot fit those hoodies. So I usually keep that. I don't know. I'll look for that photo one day. Those hoodies were so many. We used to stay outside because the hoodies were filling the room. There's so many. So I called my friends, I called my family to help me to print them. Do. But remember, you have a new machine, so it's doing faster. So we are doing. I'm telling you, Christmas. I don't think we celebrated Christmas because we're staying there. We're even sleeping in the, what do you call it, corridor?
The corridors,
something like that. Yeah, because there's no space. Then we delivered the hoodies. They loved them. Then imagine we got paid. I'd never seen such money.
The check was for how much, Baba?
I can't even remember, but I remember it was like it was 7 figures, and yeah.
Wow. That's the beginning of the journey.
Yeah, it was
never taken a loan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he does not use biashara money to do personal things. I love this. Home 254. Now, when we get back, have we got the songs? When we got back, when we get back, we just now it's from Coke Studios to the world. JB.
Yes, actually to the world. That's why the life changed.
Ebuput. That is the year 2020. Now, we asked you, brother, when you were, when they were coming in, that there are songs that basically represent, they have meaning to you.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to see the songs that we found. Now, there was Nefix.
Nefix, yes.
You say you play this literally every day, mostly in the morning?
Yes. Every day in the morning.
Oh, good. What does this song mean to you, bro? It's called Till My Hands Bleed.
Yes.
What does it mean to you, bro?
Like, it just shows me that I never need to stop. Like, I will never stop.
Love it.
No matter what challenges come my way, because trust me, running a business in Kenya comes with its own fair share of challenges. Yeah, and I feel like since the exposure you're getting through the partnerships you're doing with KCB, Olympics, we get exposed to all the people who want to,
now take advantage.
Yeah, now take advantage. So we get who are checking labor laws. We come to public health. So these things hit you, and you have to wake up the next day and still run the business. You get where your fabric gets stuck, raw material gets stuck, and you still have to fulfill clients' orders. You get clients.
Pause. We shall get back to that. He was approached by sharks. Now he is a shark. He's an investor. Could he possibly invest with you? If you've got a question, what do you do?
Spice FM KEX, Facebook, Instagram.
All right. And JB, what are your handles if one wants to follow you, by the way?
At JB Jura.
Spice.
Took it, kidogo. To Gen Zs. You say, Kenya kuna opportunity, nini, 1, 2, 3, 4. This gentleman, by the way, spent those 5 years at JKUAT. All right? Studying engineering. Year 4. Him is in his room, and then his brother is wherever he is, and they decide, because of the creativity that is literally scratching in his kyongos, he designs a logo. And then it's off to the races. A t-shirt, a top at a time. He flogs one, it's like Christmas come early. But he's not focusing on masomo. Fourth year, man. Anaweza kuanguka. subs, and then he says, no man, let me focus so I just get to that red tape yani finish line. Then I can hand over that baton, that is certificate, to engineer senior, who's dear Papa. Indeed, he does exactly that. That is in 2016. Fast forward 8 years later, make a pit stop in 2019 where you got to know him through Coke Studio, or maybe the Chile of Toklezea. Look who's called? Chantel. She was the first quote-unquote celeb endorsement.
Yes.
But Coke Studio 2019, the one that you saw officially Coke Studio 2020, brought this individual to the world. And by the way, it has even started. Recently seen, he showcased designs and fashions at Paris 2024. I was very proud of that, by the way.
Good job, you so much.
And then done Coke Studio 2024, literally all of Africa, sans South Africa. We are talking about the man, the dude, the inspiration, the designer, the engineer. Between do you mind if people call you engineer?
Maybe in the village, because my dad wants me to be called engineer,
yeah. It should come like daktari mwalimu.
Yes,
mwalimu. But rightfully,
but
you're
right
engineer,
now, but now is like Mr. CEO. It's changed.
I love that.
Yeah.
JB Jura, welcome, my brother. Good job, man.
Thank you so much.
Now, JB, so JB's telling us a story about how and there's so much that you could take away from this.
Yeah.
You are somebody who, yani, either A, you're saying you don't have, it's called what, capital to start the business. Two, you have not trademarked or copyrighted your designs, your logos and et al. Yeah. Three, you've not registered the business.
Yes.
And four, those angel investors who are lurking. JB has talked about all of these things. All of these things. Listen, before we continue the story, if you really, and he's, like he says, he's very active on social media because that's where it started.
Yeah.
If one wants to follow you, JB, what are your handles, please, brother?
At JB Jura. If you just type Jura, you're going to see me.
Sharp.
Yeah. Yes.
And that is J-U-R-R-A. Ne?
No, J-U-O single R-A.
Oh, you see?
Yeah.
You see? You've got to clarify such things. So, JB, now you've got the check from Coke Studio, Baba.
Yes.
And you never use pesa ya biashara. I love that. And that a lot of people, that's where a lot of people go wrong.
Yeah.
To do personal things.
Yes.
But now you've got a 7-figure check. You've never seen
never in
that
my life.
figure.
Oh my God, that feeling. I even forgot that feeling because that check was
massive. What did you do? And tell me exactly what you did.
Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly
and don't lie,
did.
Because you don't sound like a liar.
No, I will tell you exactly what I did.
Yes.
I'll tell you. But can I take you back, Kidogo? There's one thing that is usually so important.
Please.
I know, and this one I hope it will get to her.
Sure.
There's one person who helped Home 254 to get where it is also. This person, even people used to know Home 254 belongs to her.
Come on.
This is Avril. And I'm saying this with so much emotion and love.
Yes.
Because this lady held Home 254 on her shoulders.
Wow.
I didn't have anything to offer.
Wow.
It was just love that she had.
Sharp.
Yeah. So if Avril is listening anywhere in the world or anywhere in Kenya.
Yes. Wherever she's
wherever she is, I usually say this everywhere I go. Like, I say thank you. And everywhere, sometimes where I go, I went to Naivasha the other day and someone told me, umeva ile brand ya Avril, because I don't like being public.
Yes.
So till today, someone just asked me, I think like 2 days ago.
Right.
Like, hey, na Avril amesukuma hii brand. Like that's how much she loves the brand.
I love it.
So, and yeah.
She's in Nyambura, ne?
Yes.
Avril Nyambura.
Yeah, so let's come back to Coke Studio. So I get the check. Then you remember the people who used to take me to Pipeline. So I tell them, I want to go to China. I don't have a passport because I never believed. You see, we were not that rich. So I used to believe everyone lives that way. So I didn't know things about, I just knew about other countries, but I was not that my eyes were not open. I was just living just like that. Like, I know people are broke, people are supposed to be like this.
Yes.
So I tell these people, I ask these guys, when it comes to business, I ask so many questions. I ask them like, where do you get your fabric? Where do you get this? But they were so good to tell me because they wanted me to now they're seeing my brand is growing.
Yes.
Even the fabric they're buying, it's used to solve my
your project needs.
My needs.
Yes.
My clients' needs. So they don't even, then they started just to slow down on the business.
Right.
The thing about us millennials and Gen Zs, when the money starts trickling in, we slow down. And the reason why I love Nefex, Nefex tells us don't slow down no matter what.
I like that.
So that's why I never focus on by the way, for me, and one thing that has kept me to where I am, I've never focused on the money. We need money to run the business, but if you keep on doing the things that you need to do, it will keep on coming in the background.
Come on, yes.
But if I say like, I just want to focus on the cash so that I can show people like I got this. I'm still using an iPhone 12. Which year is this? And we're in iPhone 16 now. Yes. So I don't focus on the shiny stuff that much. I need them for PR because
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Image.
So the money I spent, I told this guy I want to go to China. I don't have a passport, so I have to apply for a passport. Right? I didn't even know how people apply. Nyayo house, I go there, I line, I get mad, I get tired. But finally I get my passport. This person writes for me one name on a paper. One name. Writes one name on a paper. Then he tells me like, now, this is where I get my fabric. And he's telling me the fabric that he had was grade 5. So in China, they give you...
grades. Yes.
So for me, I'm like, grade 5. So I thought that was the best. But it was that fabric that... that time it was almost the best. Because if you wear it, on the surface start forming those balls. Or anywhere where it's friction. Anywhere there's friction, it forms that ball. So, but that was the best that time, you see. Then I also changed the way they used to think. So I told them, you can't take a red hoodie and stitch with black thread. So can we change? Can we just look for these things? Then our business, then they started saying like, oh, okay, this guy is... For them, they were doing it not for that passion.
Yes.
So they write for me that name. It was a university name. So then I find out how can someone go to China. Then I do my research. Then I found, I've been finding people in my path to just help me. It's like every problem I have, I find someone with a solution.
I like that.
So I get someone who shows me. There's people who usually do business group group things for Biashara, and they look at your account. The first thing they look is if you go there and you're not buying anything, it doesn't make sense. Then I go to China. The first time I'm going to a foreign country, I'm going to China. I don't know anything. They don't speak English. That time, you see, it's long time. So
you didn't have a translator. There's no one to...
So now that's when you have to pay for them per hour.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
So I go, the first thing, nakaribishwa na kugongwa, kwanza, like changing money.
Oh, clean.
As in they... Hey, man, walinigonga hata kunihurumia.
Hold on, was yours Kenyan? Your translator?
No, you get a translator from there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, wow.
So kumbe, when they're translating, they're changing figures. If this person say 5.6, they say 6.6. You see, because it's saying...
Oh, yes. Now, this is obviously during COVID or after COVID, because all the Kenyans have been chased.
No, that is during that period. Ilikuwa before. No, it was after. It was after, because we needed fabric.
Yes.
Then I go, tumefanya zetu zote. Then I get to that university.
Yeah.
Man, I've never seen a big fabric market like that. It is huge. It's not like here you find someone selling phones, someone selling M-Pesa. It is fabric. If it's electronics, it's electronics. So that's how they have. So I get to the fabric market and it's fabric. I'm telling you,
it's like a whole city like, of just
what?
Yes.
So I get to this university. So the place he told me it was a market.
Yes.
So for me, I don't want a market. A market is kind of expensive.
Yes.
So I need to get a factory.
Yes.
So I tell this translator I want a factory. So she takes me to places.
Yes.
Then I get a factory. But not getting a factory, filtering those factories who will agree to take small pieces because it's a factory. So they don't take 2 rolls. So and they can't afford. And I'm not Adidas or anything.
Yes.
But you get these good people that agree to do that because I told them my story. By I told them and they understood.
Yes.
So they told me I can buy small pieces because now it's a company like Adidas buy 100 rolls.
Yes.
They will put like 1 or 3, then give me the 3. So that's how. And now I'm still using the same suppliers. So these people have seen my journey.
Yes.
I'm still using the same suppliers. And they can tell how.
How many rolls did you start with?
16. And because you need 5 blacks, reds, you see those colors.
And speak as a journey.
But I bought that grade vision. 5, that grade 5 because.
How many rolls do you do now?
Now we do like 39 per week.
Did you say per week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's only for the heavy fleece. If we do everything, that's like almost 60 rolls per week for t-shirts. And
I think somebody needs to start carrying his handbag.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Can you finish the show so I can talk to you?
You know. Yeah.
No, that's how.
What?
Yeah, and even that, those I didn't know how they're gonna get to Kenya. They were not good quality, but people, at least it was something. Then we make those.
You didn't know about container?
No, I didn't know about container. I can't feel like container is big.
Yes,
These
I know.
are just
Yeah.
small rolls.
Oh yeah, that time it's 3.
Yeah, it's so kidogo. Then remember, I don't have a store, so I still living in I lived with my parents till I was 30. So me, I don't care when people say I don't know you move out at 19. Me, I don't listen to that outside noise. You see. So I lived with my parents so that I can save up and so I use my under the bed is where we used to store the fabric. Then when you get an order, we cut. Then we take it to the tailor to stitch. Then, yeah, that's how we did. Then we started selling. Then we ran out of stock. We keep on getting more. You see now you're already back in Kenya, right?
Right.
So you don't need to go again. You just order. You just tell them you want the same thing.
So let me ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You've said, and that was so emotional, by the way, as Avril. Then obviously now Coke Studios is come and it's showing, okay? And guys can see JB's, the JB's Home 254.
Yeah.
Then also on social media you're growing.
Yes.
But of those 3 aspects, what and then also there's the quality. There's the product itself. But there's no brick and mortar shop.
No, there's no. There's that's a small space that only our 2 machines.
Yes.
So we are hanging those samples.
Okay.
But, some people return clothes.
Yes.
Then you've talked about social media growth. So by the time I was meeting Avril, I had 6,000 followers on. Then it was almost my birthday.
Right.
So I remember this conversation clearly. I never forget this. Avril asked me, "What do you want for your birthday?" I told her, "I want to get to 10K social media followers."
But
then she said, "Consider it done."
Come on.
Then 4 days to my birthday. It was 4 days to my birthday. Then 2 days to my birthday, it was already there.
Yes.
Wow. Like she just made a post and said, "Do you guys follow this page?"
Bus.
And that's how we grew. We have never gone back just because of her.
Now,
I know. We need to put this in a good way.
We've got to do this again.
Yeah.
JB, now obviously, like you said, quality has always been a thing for you. But also in terms of design, like I said, the reason why I got you here is because you designed something for, my madam, that if she could, she'd wear it to the shower. Okay? She'd live in that thing. Are you there's still all that, the designs, all the concepts, do they still come from that dreadlocked head?
Yes.
Everything?
Yes, everything. But now I have a team. We are a team of 65 people now.
Scare you, maneno.
Yeah,
chief.
but I have a team that does design. Like we're a team of 4 people who just do design. So for me, I give the vision, I give the idea, then the team brings it to life. Yeah.
Is it true there's madness in all genius?
I don't know about that, but I think I'm built different. I think I'm built different. The way you just want to see people in. Yeah, in business, first of all, you'll be screwed up, but the people remaining with you, you still want to just keep them growing and stuff. So this head is the one that still keeps on creating. And yeah, now remember we were buying grade 5, and now for fabric we are in grade 1.
Yes.
Yeah. So we recently upgraded to grade 1 for fabric.
That is the top of the food chain. That is what Kina Vases.
Yes, now the only thing now the next step you're going, we'll be going to the next stage where now we add technology to fabric now. Yeah.
JB, we usually end at 6 o'clock, but we beg your indulgence. We want to do the news.
Okay.
Then
it's already 6.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. And then we're gonna just hang with you, just kidogo more too. Yeah. Okay. Now there's a song by Ryan Ellis.
Oh yeah, Better Days.
Better Days. What does that song mean to you, bruv?
So I hope, I know my sister is in the UK,
right?
But last year in 2023, something happened. My brother and I, one of I work with 4 of my brothers.
Yes.
So one of them we split.
All right.
And he was like my best friend. We used to talk about everything. We used to run business. We used to stay late nights together. But
Right.
apparently, I don't know what happened. Things started changing.
Yes.
Then he decided to take a different path,
Right.
which broke the business. I got into depression. I literally got into depression. But imagine I was in depression, and I felt like I was a zombie who was just coming to work because I needed people to see me, because I can't stay down. Because if these people who depend on me see me like not there, they know that the brand is dead. So people then the part that got me into that space was my side of the story was never heard by.
Pause. Your side of the story is never heard.
Yeah.
We'll get back to our mind. We've got to hear this story.
Spy.